What's up, guys, and welcome to Blitzed Top 10 Best Plants in Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2 tier list. I hope you guys are ready for this. I am excited for this. I was really excited to make this list for you guys. Here's a list of characters that I really like to play, and a list of characters that I think are the best in the game. Without further ado, let's get right into the tier list. Starting out with some honorable mentions. These are characters that would have made it in but just couldn't quite make the cut. We have our first honorable mention, the Camo Cactus. The Camo Cactus is an insane character if you are really good with it. The Camo Cactus is a sniper character, and I didn't show it off very well in this gameplay, but because I'm not very good with the character, that's probably why it's an honorable mention. But it is a really good character if you can hit your shots with it. You can snipe, it does a ton of damage. You can sit in the back, you can just do a ton of damage while your other teammates push ahead and do damage with attacking. I show in this as well, if you try to push in and fight people, it isn't going to work as well as is sitting back and just sniping people. So your best bet is to just sit back and snipe people, because even if you're right up close, your shots still aren't going to hit, because this character is meant to shoot from long range. So yeah, that's the first honorable mention. Let's move on to the second of the three honorable mentions. The second of the three honorable mentions is the Petrified Cactus. Yes, the Petrified Cactus is a really good cactus. It's pretty much like the EP and stuff like that, but I don't think it does as much damage, to be honest. But if you don't have a lot of skill, to be honest, you can use this character and you can just shoot at the ground and you can still do damage to people. It won't do as much damage if you don't hit them with it, but if you can get really good with this character, it is an insane character to use. That is why it made it into the honorable mentions. This character is really good in the right hands. I'm sure Morty would smack anybody with it. But yeah, that is the second of the three honorable mentions. Let's move on to the last one. And last but not least, for the honorable mentions, we have the Vampire Flower. Yes, the Vampire Flower is one of the best sunflowers you could ever use, because when you use the Vampire Flower, if you are taking damage, it might only have 85 health. That is a reason why it is in the honorable mentions and not in the top 10. But if you lose health, if you take damage, I'm going to show in this video, and you do damage to any player, you heal that damage, or you heal health back for every shot that you hit. So if you have really good aim with this character, you are just going to be unstoppable, because you can heal yourself with your flower, or you can get the dark flower like I have, which I'm going to show off as well in this little clip, which is like a little turret, which also can shoot at the people as well, which you can use as a little like buddy to which you can also heal up if you don't even need friends to play with, because you can have your little potted plants. But yeah, that's the last of the honorable mentions. Let's move on to the top 10. Starting off at number 10, we have Toxic Citron. Yes, Toxic Citron is an insane character. It is basically, like some people like to call it, a no-skill character. A decent amount of these are, but that's the reason why they're the best in the game, is because anybody can really use them. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. If you have these characters and you want to try to just get better at the game a little bit, it's not going to make you that much better. It'll make you a little bit better, then you can try to use characters that have better aim. But yeah, this is number 10. He just does toxic damage and he's really insane. But yeah, let's move on to number 9. At number 9, yes, we have a pea shooter, and it is the Toxic Pea. The Toxic Pea comes in hot at number 9. The Toxic Pea is a really good pea shooter. Of course, a lot of the pea shooters are really good, but yes, the Toxic Pea also does toxic damage. It's really good. If you miss your shots, as long as you're hitting near them, at least near them on the ground, you are a-okay. You're fine. You're still going to be doing damage to them. And if you go up and stand near them, same with the Toxic Citron, I forgot to say that, you are doing damage to them every second that you are near them. It is so good. You guys would really love it if you really just aren't the greatest at hitting your shots. You don't have the greatest aim in the game. So it's just basically, it's good for those kinds of people. So let's move on to number 8. We're going to switch it over. Surprisingly, you guys might not have expected this, but yes, the Alien Flower is number 8 on our tier list. The Alien Flower is honestly, in my opinion, the best sunflower in the game. Little spoiler alert, this is the highest place that a sunflower will be in. There was 2 sunflowers in the list though. But yeah, this is basically like the toxic ones. The 10, 8, and 9 and 8 are all like toxic characters pretty much. I like to use it from range, like I'm showing you guys here in this clip. I like to heal up my friends and just like shoot at the other characters from range, and I'll just do a shit ton of damage and just get a bunch of assists, a bunch of heal damage, and kills just from sitting back and basically chilling out, max and relaxing, you know. It's not too bad. But let's move on to number 7. At number 7, we have the Zen Cactus. Yes, the Zen Cactus is absolutely insane. It does so much damage, I don't even know how to fathom it. But it's ridiculous. It may only have 5 bullets to a clip, but if you're hitting those shots, it's doing mad damage. It does like 40 damage per hit, like over 50 or something for headshots or something. I don't even know exactly what it is, but it's a ridiculous amount of damage, and it is a great character for you guys to use. I think it has some splash damage as well, so if you're hitting the ground, you're a-okay, you'll be fine. You don't have to hit all your shots, but it is really good to hit your shots with this character. But yeah, let's move on to number 6. At number 6, yes, you probably knew it was coming. Of course, we have to go into the chompers. We have Count Chompula. And yes, I have him at Super Elite, almost at Master, because he is just absolutely insane. Chompers are just OP in this game in general, but Count Chompula is on another level. You guys are going to see a common trend here in the top 6. You guys will know what I'm talking about once we get there. But this Chomper is nuts. His special abilities, so you see how I took damage here, and I'm going to burrow underground. When you eat a zombie, you gain health back. So this is your worst enemy, is just that little bit of time that it takes to eat. Other than that, it is a great character, amazing character to use. Highly suggest if you don't have too much skill and want to just like use a chomper. Anyways, on to number 5, and yes, it is another chomper. It is the Twilight Chomper at number 5. The Twilight Chomper is insane. It is a hard one to get because you do have to buy it. It is $10, I believe, and it is a special character. But instead of the burrow ability, you can have a teleport ability, and the teleport ability is so useful if you want to teleport behind other players and just eat them from behind. I didn't get a good teleport there, but as you can see, it's insane. It's one of the best characters in the game. Obviously, it made the top 5, in my opinion. Anyways, this is all my opinion. But let's move on to number 4. And at number 4, of course, we have yet another pea shooter. Yes, it is the EP. The EP probably would be higher up for some other people, but for me, it is just only number 4. That's all it gets for me. But it is really good. Another one where you don't have to hit your shots like whatsoever. You pretty much just shoot at the ground and you'll be a-okay, and you'll be killing everybody pretty much. I've seen Morty and Vixie go off with this character a ton. It just slaps. But yeah, that's number 4. Let's move on to the top 3. Coming in at the number 3 spot, yes, this is the trend that I was talking about. The only 2 characters you're going to see is the Chomper and the P. It is the Hot Rod Chomper at number 3. This is one of my favorite characters in the game. As you can see, it is mastered. It is one of the first characters I mastered on the plant side. This character's ability is absolutely nuts. If you burrow underground or just eat a zombie in general, it takes a second. Obviously, this is your worst enemy as a chomper, eating this time in between, but once you eat it, you get a massive speed boost, and if you have it mastered, you can have a speed boost already, and this character is just absolutely insane. I have 2 speed boosts on this character. It just makes it unstoppable almost. Let's move on to number 2. It is, of course, a pea shooter. It is one of my favorites, the Plasma Pea. Honestly, it is my favorite pea shooter, but it did not make number 1 because I had to be honest and tell you guys what I think is the best pea shooter in the game. But the Plasma Pea is absolutely nuts. You don't really need too much skill to use it, but it's just such a fun character to use, and it's such a cool character. I really like blue, so it's just one of my favorite characters. Really cool looking, and it's in Garden Warfare 1 as well. It's just an awesome character. How can you not like the Plasma Pea? Plus, if you charge it up, it is an insane attack. It will hit them, do a ton of damage, and then it'll blow up and do a ton more damage. So it's just so much damage from this one character. and you guys need to use the plasma P. If you aren't using the plasma P, I don't know what you're doing. You're doing something wrong, because you really need this plasma P variant, and you'll be slapping on the plant side, to be honest. A lot of people you'll see are going to use this character online. But let's move on to what you guys have all been waiting for, and you guys probably already know the character because you haven't seen him yet, but the number one spot is, drumroll please, Agent P. Yes, of course, Agent P is number one. In the right hands, this character is absolutely nuts. The multiplier on the headshots is just insane. You cannot handle it especially when Morty is using it. When Morty's using it, it is insane. You cannot. You might as well not try. But yeah, this is the number one character. That is my tier list. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to be making a ton of tier lists for you guys because I think you guys have been enjoying this. But let me know what you guys want to see next. I am going to do a top 10 zombies video in Garden Warfare 2 next. Let me know if you guys want to see top 10 characters in Garden Warfare 1 or Battlefield Neighborville or what. See you guys all next time. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell. Peace out.